Pedal Pal here from Pune. You can see the tricolor here, but it's raining a bit, yeah, of course. But I can see Kirit and NM Rao, Amal, Gagan, Ajit, Prashant sir, Dhanraj and Rahul sir. And they're all going to take part in PBP from Pune. This Paris-Brest-Paris. It's a 4-year, it's a quadrennial race. You can say it a race, you can say it a ride also, isn't it? Yes. It's not necessarily a race. It's a time. You have to do it in either 90 hours or 84 hours. And it's a 1200 kilometer ride, I think. Okay, so let's start with Gagan, because Gagan is the experienced one. He attended in 2011, I think.
2011.
Okay, Gagan, share your story first.
Okay, so I'm Gagan, and I, Divya, Prashant, Tidke, Hiren Patel, and one more guy was there. So we 5 from Pune participated in 2011, and so that time we did not have much idea what is PBP. So we thought that it's like another brevet, and we have done 600 VRM here, so we can do 1200 VRM there. But there was no planning other than that, like how the backup, how is the weather, what is the food we need to carry, how we need to plan the 3-day VRMs, the sleep management and all. So those knowledge and experience we did not have. So that time we all suffered a lot of problems due to that. But now we are much experienced and much stronger. I feel I am much stronger than 8 years before I was.
Right. And Amal, if you have anything to add.
Yeah. So
like what about your
I participated in
preparations?
the 2017 ALL, and that was like similar experience what Gagan would have. Like we went in here with the preparation of 600 VRMs. But when we went in there, one of the learning was that we spent too much time on the control points where the food was given by the organizers. So that is learning I'm taking forward into 2019.
This is your LEL jersey, isn't it?
Yeah, this is my LEL jersey.
Yeah, you can see LEL here, and this is Audax India jersey for LEL. And for this year, 2019 PBP, we have NM Rao, and it's a fantastic jersey that Audax India has done. You can see the design here. It's an elephant motif. Okay. NM Rao, can you just tell your story in brief?
I started cycling in last year to reduce some weight. Later on I come to know that there is a long distance riding, come to know from other groups. Then I started riding. Then later that time I was not even using any WhatsApp and all, so I was not socializing that time. So then I started.
For cycling, you don't need to socialize. You just need to cycle.
But still, you need to know, where the rides are, how to cope up with them, what to learn.
To
from
network,
others,
with co-riders.
Learn from others,
right.
What to bring in, because I was very new. Then later on, I had opportunity to do some crew for racing for pedal demons, and then they by that time I did my SR, and then they encouraged me to do 1000. So that I can get the opportunity for the PBB earlier. So then that was in last October. Then again I continued, did my SR for this year for the qualification of PBB, and then I wanted to do a 1200 kilometer ride, but I could not get. And then I did recently 1000 from Hyderabad. Hope it gives me good confidence, and then
yes, it will.
Yeah, but only thing is every ride is different, and the environment is the more factor. That's what because we
different
ride here,
weather, different climate.
Yeah, here we ride in rain without any jersey. Without raincoat and all.
Yeah, today
but
it's
that
also
may not be the
raining,
case
right.
there. And then here,
you might need a light jacket.
Right.
Because the temperature would be quite low. Maybe less than 10 degrees.
Yeah, maybe I heard from people that maybe it is less than 10, maybe from Amul only. But feeling would be like 3 degrees or 4 degrees. So which is something that we don't experience really here. So those are, and again I'm basically grown up eating rice, 3 times rice. So I don't know how I'm going to survive there.
you can pack some chow from here, and you can just boil it there.
Here, I eat at least 4 to 5 times a day during the ride, and I completely avoid non-veg during the ride. Though I eat 365 days non-veg,
No, veg you will get. Veg is not a problem. Probably
Yeah.
Gagan, you'll
Yeah,
get
yes,
veg, na?
yes,
Veg
you
is
get
not a
it.
problem.
And
Veg is-
I generally become vegetarian when I go foreign.
At least egg you can, yeah, for the protein factor.
But you get lot of breads.
Lot of breads, right.
Which
Which
are,
is practically
which are not
carbs.
like us, which are not like.
You should be able to survive on the bread.
Right, because that is also carb. I think, of course, yeah, that energy, that basic energy thing will give you.
You need to practice, having.
Yeah, since I have come to Rahul sir, just
I'm not going.
I know that you are not going, but you are always there for all Pune riders and
I
radoniers.
do. It's a passion, and yes, I wanted to go, but due to some business issues and something, I'm not going. But yes, LEL 100%, we're planning to participate.
Okay, Nanrat
And,
sir,
all the best
anything
for
to
all-
add?
Nothing.
Why nothing? You all are fantastic riders,
We are
very strong riders, yeah.
He's a very strong.
Absolutely, yeah. You are a very humble person, but you are a very strong rider.
just will participate for change for life
Okay,
because I am a doctor
I know.
practicing 24 hours under tension. So I started cycling for my fitness purpose.
Yeah. De-stressing also.
Yeah, but unfortunately meet some people like Prashant, Vijatate and so many friends, and then started BRM and completed 2 SRs. And last year September completed 1000 at Surat,
Right.
and then completed Deccan Cliffhanger solo and Ultra Spice 1750 kilometer team of 2, and
Right.
now prepare for PBP.
Good. Fantastic story, riding story. Prashant sir?
I am not going to PBP, but I am here to congratulate.
Are
all these
you are always for Pune Radoniers. You are people know you as Pune Radoniers admin and everything.
I am very happy that cycling community is growing tenfold, at least in Pune and all over India.
Some 300, more than 300 people are going
300
from India.
people are going from India. So, like Gagan told, in 2011 there are only couple of riders from India. From Pune there was only 4, and I am happy this year 19 riders from Pune itself are going.
Right.
And I am very sure, looking at the practice, all will finish very strong. All the best to all my Pune riders for the PBP.
Thank you. And Ajit?
Yeah, I started riding a couple of years back. I used to ride alone. I used to ride Breve alone. One fine day, luckily I met Rahul sir and Ashish sir. And then I got, I learned the ABC of cycling from them. Later on, I was fortunate to get trained with Vishal Pawar and Santosh Pawar sir. And, that helped me a lot, and I am very confident.
Yeah, Santosh sir was telling about you yesterday. Yeah.
So
We
they
had a
are my,
conversation. And he is very confident that Ajit will finish. अगर कोई नहीं कर सकता तो Ajit will finish. That confidence he has.
Yeah, a lot of training has been
Right.
done. So I think let's hope for the best. And
फौजी
these four
आदमी
people-
फौजी आदमी पक्का करेगा वो.
No, that's
He
fine.
will come out of all the odds and he will.
Yeah, he's with the armed
strong
forces,
finish
right?
rate.
Yeah.
I am sure about all the Pune riders.
No, that's the obviously because they are all experienced
And they are
in
doing
breves and
practice
long.
Very religiously they are doing the practice.
Right. And so we have for the reins we have just got
Amey and Neeraj.
Amey and Neeraj. Hi, Neeraj. Tell us about your story in short.
In short, like I have started cycling in 2015, and that's it. I have seen Hiren Patel and Pranaya Mohanty,
Right.
and from there I have dream of this doing PBP. That's the short version.
That's the short version of the
Yeah.
thing. Amey?
I attempted LEL in 2017. I couldn't finish it, so I'm looking forward to finish PBP.
So failure can be the pillar of success.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the motto that we all have. We have failed in 1 or 2 rides. I mean that's part of the game.
Yeah.
We all fail, but from that we learn a lot, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, and how do you guys practice or train during the rains? Because it's quite rainy. I can show you for our viewers. These are splendid greens across Pune University. This is the Pune University campus, and we are in the main building. Let me just show you guys about how fantastic the view is. You can see it. Okay, so in the rain, in this mud and the slush, how do you guys are preparing for PBP, because it's starting there on 18th?
Yes.
18th to 22nd, and you guys are going from here. You are taking off on 14th,
14th or 15th.
14th or 15th, whoever.
So basically, what we did is Gagan organized.
Because you just told me that the
couple of
climate would be
rides to the
different.
Lavasa.
Yeah, climate would be different. So
Yeah,
how are you
so
preparing?
basically, we had a couple of rides to the Lavasa, which was raining like heavily, and then there was a lot of crosswind, headwind, and all those things. And it was one of the toughest kind of environment where we trained in. Couple of rides. I think Gagan did 4-5 rides. That was one of the part of the training. I think Kirit had done. Kirit wanted to add upon the basically the practice for the.
Yeah, actually, regarding my story, I'm by profession I'm a teacher, and also maintaining the cycling was very challenging for this. So always we say that for balancing we have to keep pedaling. Like the same thing, we have to manage all the things. So I had undergone surgery for that. Some metal insertion in my body. I have to take it out for the free movements. My femur bone was broken, so I have underwent a surgery on June.
So it's a huge thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So after within the 2 months now, I have reduced a lot. Means again, I have started swimming as a cross training for the cycling, and then we can do indoor cycling. That is one of the important thing while we are in rains.
Right.
Because in the road, there is a lot of
So you are practicing indoors also, training
I'm practicing indoor only because I cannot go out. That is the problem, and due to some potholes, you may have some accident.
Right.
It is 11th hour, we cannot afford that.
No.
I have already suffered 2 accidents, which are having metal insertion in my body. So all these people call me metallic Iron Man.
No, that's good.
Even before DC, you were an accident.
Yeah.
So you are a titanium man, not Iron Man. Because all
Iron Man may be conflicting.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Actually, I was a national player when I was in my college days. After that, I started cycling a couple of years back.
Right.
Then all the Pune riders from our randomia group encouraged me to do 1,000 kilometers last year, which is a pre-qualifying year. And then I entered into PBP. So I think I'm going first time out of the India for some competitions are like that.
No, that's great. In fact, lots of people like Neeraj and Amit, you guys are also doing home trainer and everything.
Yeah. Like we have in Leh or something.
Right. And the altitude would be quite high, isn't it, Gagan?
Not altitude is not high, but it's all rolling terrain, and we have around 11,000 meters of total elevation here. So it's all rolling. So that's why we trained in Lavasa. So I did around 20-25 rides to Lavasa in last 6 to 10 months.
Okay.
And so we started at any time, so we started riding at 2 o'clock in the night, 3 o'clock in the night.
So you mentored the whole group?
Not mentored the
whole
group,
as such?
I mean,
but
I posted in the
give
group,
some
so
tips
whoever,
and suggestions.
Whoever is, because people stay in various parts of the city, so everyone cannot join at 2 a.m. in the night.
Not every weekend is possible, right?
So, but I tried to ride, and fortunately I started loving the climbs and rains. So I don't have any fear of rain now and any fear of climb. In fact, I think why there is a downhill. It should be all climb, because that is how it makes us strong. Because downhill in the rainy season it becomes very risky. So I think it should be all climb. Let it make it harder and harder. And
but Brest, as the geographic location, it's a port city.
Yeah, it's port.
So it's kind of you are going into the plains or something like that.
No, it's not.
It's not like that.
It's like
it's a rolling always.
It's always
Paris is around.
It's like our Goa and such port cities.
Weather, but the track means the route is complete rolling track.
Okay. There is no plains, nothing.
It's like you have to start from around Pune, and then you have to climb to around Mahabaleshwar or that side.
Okay,
and
okay.
Then you have to go down.
It's
to
like the Vilar and
coastal
Mahabaleshwar
area.
and the
Yeah,
Medha and
Start with the sea level,
that kind
go
of
up
part.
and come back.
Come back.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically,
Basically, for us who are going to be the first time riders, such people who have experience are going
No,
to be
of course, yeah,
helpful.
because the climate and the altitude and everything in Europe is totally different from India. It's not
That's the major
easy.
challenge Pune people are facing, or for any Indian rider is facing. They can do the practice, they can do the elevation, but they cannot mimic the climate.
Right.
And presently there is a heat wave news was there in the Europe.
Yeah,
So
that's
people
another
people are a bit
concern.
worried. how is
No, but
the-
we have ridden I think in 48 degrees here.
Yeah.
So 41.
40, more than that also.
Yeah, more than that also. Yeah, more than that
So
also.
there is a variation going from 42 degrees up to up to 3 degrees.
Almost 3 degrees, yeah, almost minus,
so
right.
that's the only challenge they might, because that climate cannot be
That's
mimicked in
yeah,
Pune.
day and night temperature difference.
Otherwise, their elevation rides they are done. They are training on the road. They are training on the home trainers. So practice-wise, they are okay. But the only challenge they might face was the food and the climate.
Right.
I would like to add one more thing for
Yeah.
the common people.
So no, so food. I'll come to the point of food. Yeah. Tell me,
The
Kirit.
other thing is the very important thing people may face the difficulty is sleep deprivation.
Okay.
Which I heard about from the experienced riders that though you are riding properly at 1,000 kilometer, if somebody comes and bangs you, then you are helpless.
Right.
So I have to take care of that also. That nobody comes and bangs me.
So how are you
that-
guys planning sleep?
For that, we practice for the not sleeping for 40 hours, 45 hours at a stage and keep on.
Then you
working
can
and
sleep
not
at a
working.
control point or something like that.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
So we can ride for, we can plan to ride, because it's a start time is not a usual. Usually our brevet start at 6 a.m. and our body are used to that kind of cycle.
Right.
And there it is starting in the evening.
It is starting in the 6 p.m. in the evening.
Right.
So that means you have to, you cannot sleep on the first night.
Right.
If you sleep on the first night, then your
Gone.
buffer is gone. So you have to at least ride for 450 to 600 kilometers before you get to a big
First
sleep.
sleep.
And on the food side, basically a lot of Indian,
Yeah, the food part is very important. Yeah.
Food part, lot of
You'll get
guys-
veg, but that not our kind of veg or our kind of non-veg also.
So that is the problem. Another problem is because it's 6,500 people. Out of that, you would be running or cycling for 1,000 people along with you.
Right.
So at a control point, you will get at least 15-20 minutes of line to get your food. So basically, some of us are trying to get the Indian roti, which can be there for 10 days or preserved, which is called as dashmya
Okay.
or some kind of thalipit.
So you're
trying to-
taking it from here.
Taking it from here,
Okay.
which can be retained for 5 to 10
Oh,
days.
that's great.
So at
That's
least we
good.
can survive for first 300 to 400 kilometers. We can. So after that, we can take it from the control points.
Yeah, hydration is not an issue, but food
Hydration
is.
is not an issue. Food, in fact, is not much issue, because I've seen that once you cross 200-300 kilometers from Paris, then you see a lot of volunteers on the road. So they have.
But the volunteers won't have Indian food as such.
They don't have Indian food, but they had a lot of like.
You won't get pav bhaji, you won't get
pastries,
basic
cake.
things.
दाल चावल नहीं
दाल
मिलेगा।
चावल नहीं मिलेगा
So for
अपना
now, it's an-
अपना दालचा खाना भी नहीं
Now we
मिलेगा
miss the dal chawal.
But even I am a pure veg,
Right.
but I don't feel any problem. Of
Okay.
having food
One
over
thing,
there.
one thing we all are going is that the love of French people to the sport of cycling. We have seen that some of the guys staying awake for 80 to 90 hours in front of their house, putting a table and giving coffee.
Okay, that's nice,
free.
yeah.
They are some of the guys have put on the tents where people can sleep for 2 hours.
Such
3 hours.
generosity there.
Yeah. And then they pass on the water bottle to you when you are.
What you were
crossing.
saying about one more thing, that they will have the flag of India also. What you are talking about.
Yeah. So one of the guy has asked that who is coming to his or her place. Okay. So then this guy is going to put a flag of India, and then that guy is going to wait for some of the Indian riders who tagged him, and he's going to offer them some maybe
So
a
you-
cake or something.
Have you contacted any of the volunteers on Facebook or any social media?
Yeah. On the
you could?
Facebook, the guys which are not actually volunteers but the cycle lovers.
Yeah, of course.
Those
Yeah,
guys
not necessarily
have contacted
volunteers.
and we have asked
Okay.
them that we will be coming, and they have started a friendship with us.
Oh,
so that's a good thing in this cycling community. Last time when we went for Aliel, one guy from Singapore had given us some of the monuments and keys and all those things. We are going to carry some of the monuments from India to pass it on to them.
What kind of monuments that you are planning?
It can be a keychain, it can be a
Like
something
like a Taj Mahal or
Carry
something like
some
Indian
Puneri
culture.
pagdi,
yeah, you can. I mean, Puneri Pagdi
So,
or
what we need to think of
Small-
is that
small
something
things.
which can fit in this space,
Haan.
because we don't have much
Because, yeah,
storage
We don't. We cannot carry just
Maybe
one.
you
We
can
have to
carry one
carry
and give
like
it to the mayor
at least
of,
15 to
you know,
20 in a
15
quantity.
to 20 required, because you take a lot of support.
Lot
Right.
of these guys, what they do, one of the family I've seen that their grandparents to grandchildren to everyone is waiting there, and they offer you food and they pass on a sheet of their address. Where you can send when you come back to India, you can send some
Memento or
something, some
souvenirs,
greeting to
yeah.
them. So these are the guys which we are planning to meet and enjoy that.
That is a cycling culture, or you can say that.
So there's a whole international community is coming to a single platform.
Yeah,
kind
There
of.
are 65 countries participating in this event.
7,000 participants, right?
And one of the important point is there is one lady called as Fiona. She is currently participating in transcontinental race, which
Okay.
is around 6,500 kilometers. And for the first time, she is leading that race.
Okay.
No female has led
Ever
it right now.
led
And
that,
she is
huh.
going to participate in the PBP.
PBP also.
And that's another thing to
That's
meet
a
her
motivation
and
that you
see
got,
her,
yeah, huh.
because she has been on the last 3 days. She has been a sensation across cycling community.
Right.
That how
Right.
she can ride independently, unsupported for around 7 nights, and she is riding as a 450 kilometers a day. So
That's
we
incredible.
we get to know these guys. We get to meet these guys. That's the important part.
And you can learn a lot from there.
Yeah.
Okay, and anything to add before we wrap it
Another
up?
thing is
Yeah.
basically
And I'm sorry,
people are
go
going on 14th, right? So mostly people starting night, so that they won't have sleep that night, and then they will be reaching there at daytime, and then they won't even sleep that day also. So again, jet lag is something that we need to take care
But
of.
you are going around 4-5 days in advance.
No.
3 days in
We'll be
advance.
reaching there on 15th. Somebody reaching 15th morning, or some people may be reaching.
But the time zone is not that difficult, unlike any days in US or anything.
right.
It's,
That is not
it's around
the-
4-5 hours,
Four
yeah,
and a half.
4.5 hours or
It is
so.
4.5 hours only.
But the jet lag would be there.
jet lag will be there, and we
Yeah.
will not have any sleep because we are traveling night. Starting from here night, right? That is the point. So we'll lose one night, without
Yeah,
sleeping.
so I think that these are the preparations that you all have taken for, I mean, in your stride. That
The
okay.
only biggest,
Right.
the only biggest problem I see here right now is the rain at the first night.
Okay.
If the rain is happening on the first night or from the very start.
What
say
about the
from 5:30 in
forecast?
the evening.
You won't get this forecast
Yeah,
15 days in.
Forecast 15 days in advance. I mean,
It's
it's
difficult, yeah.
constantly changing weather. So, and in August, if you see the forecast of every year, so in Paris it rains 20 days in a month.
Right.
So there are highly chances, and it's a lot of heat wave. So it may happen that there is a strong rain.
So your concern is rain,
Rain only for the first night.
first night.
Yeah,
Because
we
it
need-
might
we cannot
dampen the
stop
thing.
for the
Huh,
first night.
huh.
First night is very crucial.
Hmm.
Once you ride the whole first night and ride the whole next day, you already reached more than 500 kilometers. Then you can take rest as well during the rain time. So the only problem I see is the raining at first night.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
I have prepared for that. I am carrying extra clothes, extra everything.
Achha, we have got Kit, can you just introduce?
Stay with us.
Hi.
That's what I'm now ready.
From Pune.
Okay.
You can see only half portion right now.
Okay. No, I can show you I can show you the full portion also.
Legs. Basically, his legs are one of the strongest. He's
Wow.
One of the best climber in the in our community.
Okay.
And he has got a very good endurance. He can ride for 600 hours without breaks. So that's
Yes, sir was late
600
practically
kilometers.
because of the water level is increasing because of the Pauna dam. They have released water and everything.
from Long-
Yeah, he's coming from I think Harapsar. So there is rains and everything here. Oh, you are staying in Harapsar. I stay in Wanori. So it's quite nearby that way. Okay. And
He's such a rider that after riding 200 kilometers, he can go for 40-50 kilometers of run, followed by it immediately.
wow, that's awesome. Practically, that's awesome. Okay, thanks a lot. Yeah, anything to add? You want to? You have any message for rest of the community in the sense in other cities in India?
And Paris.
Okay, yeah. Kirit has a fantastic thing.
I would like to
Yeah.
give all the best to all the Pune riders
Uh-huh.
for the PBP coming, and special thanks to you. Because of you, we are going.
No, it's all right. I am always for the community.
You are
Yeah.
taking efforts for that.
No, it's all right. I am always for the community too.
These questions are really inspiring, and this gives
These
us
small
more
things do
inspiration
matter.
to complete, and gives us more belief that, and the confidence that we would go and fight and whatever challenges we'll get,
Yeah,
and we come,
Jhanda laga ke aayenge.
come
And
back
yeah,
wearing
of,
this flag.
of course after
We are
after
now not
PBP,
Indian, we are not
yeah,
Team
after
India.
after PBP we will do another live.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so that would be our success thing.
Yeah.
Now today is the pre-PBP live, so we'll do a fantastic. I hope that the rain should stop by the end of August. I can only hope.
Now
So-
these things doesn't matter for us now. That is for us only for practicing the rainy rides.
Okay,
And I see that we all are very excited to meet
Right.
rest of the community, rest of the cycling community.
Cycling
Right.
across world.
yeah, we.
Because when we go
Mhm.
there, we see a lot of different kinds of cycles, like tandem cycle and the triple tandem cycle, where the three people ride together.
Yeah.
And even the cycle which are like in a
Tricycle.
full covered cycle, tricycles. So all the families are riding, like father and daughter is riding. So those kind of things. And even there are some MBUs who does not have suppose a single hand or even does not have a leg. He rides faster than us, and he finishes like in 70 hours or so. So those kind of inspiration people are there. So we all are very excited to meet.
Great. Thanks for a fantastic live that I had with everyone from Rahul sir to Neeraj here. Oh wow, that's muddy and slushy stuff. Okay, yeah, thanks and best wishes for all of you. Okay, Jai Hind.